Hey guys, what's up? My name's Ronan Vico, and in this video I'm going to show you the new Copilot Studio extension for VS Code. It helps you to develop and also have a copy of the agent locally on your machine where you can change the code, and after you feel ready you can publish to the cloud. So basically, let's go to the VS Code here. And I already have it installed, but I'm going to show you. You can go directly here on the extension or press Ctrl Shift X, and at the extension you can just look for Copilot Studio. It will be shown here, the first one by Microsoft. You can click on the Copilot Studio extension and install. Okay, after you install it, you will have the Copilot Studio right here at the left pane. You can click at the extension and you will be ready to use this tool right here. So here says that you need to clone the agent. That's exactly what is going to happen. We're going to clone the agent from the cloud to our own desktop. To do that, let's move first for the web. I will access here the copilotstudio.microsoft.com. I have here some agents, okay? And one of the agents, for example, is this one. It's a blank agent. I think that I do not have knowledge or anything here. I do have some knowledge here, but don't worry. What I'm going to do here is to clone this agent called Agent Bob to my machine, where I can develop the code at the VS Code. So let's go. I'm going to click here, clone agent. It's going to be your first time. So when you click here, it will be asked to connect to your account. So I am already logged in. I'm going to click switch account so you can see that. And here's it. You can click sign in to another account and sign in into your account, into your environment, where will be list of all your environment and agents. Okay, so I'm going to log in here. After I click here, it will show all the developer environments, the default, the sandbox. You're going to choose what environment you're going to work with. I'm going to work on the default, where my agent Bob is located. We can see the image from the agents and the names, so I'm going to select agent Bob right here. After that, it will be prompt to you to select a folder where you're going to save the code of this agent. I'm going to select this folder right here, and it is cloning the agent in my folder at my desktop. And here's it. Check it out. We have folders, and inside these folders we have the actions, the knowledge, the topics, the workflows, and the settings of the agent. That's pretty cool, right? So why this is a game changer for us? What I can do here to earn some time. Could use the Copilot from VS Code to help you to develop some coding here, but not just that, you can do it by yourself, changing, for example, topics. So let's say that I want to change a lot of topics in my agent. So here I have the goodbye, the greeting, the start over, the thank you, and the other ones that is set by default, right? So I can like copy one of these topics. Let's copy, for example, let's add a new topic first so you can understand what I'm saying. So I'm going to create a blank topic. If I ask for a fruit, it will trigger this topic. And if I ask for a fruit, I will send a message with the word banana, right? So I just created this topic called ask for a fruit. Asked for a fruit. So I have this topic. I built this topic at the cloud on my agent at the cloud. So in my machine, right, it is not updated. Of course, I just created the topic. So I need to refresh my agent. So I can go here on the Copilot Studio and search, okay? I can search for changes on the cloud, and I can click here, get changes from Copilot Studio. So let's click here. It is running, successfully completed getting changes. If I go back to my topics, here is it. My new topic was just created right here. So I can start to understand how the Copilot is built in. And it's a simple YAML file. So I can copy this topic, paste it here, change the name, ask for an object, for example, and I'm going to change, okay, I'm going to change here the name. Okay, and also I'm going to change the model description. If I ask for an object, I can answer with the word pencil, for example. I need to change the ID. It's a unique ID, so I can write like an other number here or other letter here. And here's it. I have a unique ID for this action. I have a new model description, and I just built a new topic in seconds. Of course, this topic is pretty simple, but it's just to you to understand what you can do using the coding instead of going into the agent and writing down and clicking with your mouse. And of course, I can copy from other agent the topic and paste it here on this folder, and I can upload this new asked for an object topic that I just created. So let's upload to the Copilot, checking and applying operation in progress. Please wait. Let's wait some minutes here, not minutes, just some seconds. And okay, successfully completed. If I go to my agent and refresh, or just click here on the topics, it is not here yet. Let me refresh the page. So I'm going to press Ctrl and R, and let's see. Oops, it is here, but the name was not changed. And why? I forgot to change the name. So it was my fault. I'm sorry. And here's it. The name of the topic is right here. So ask it for a object. Let's save it. Let's publish it again. And it is applying again. And here is it. The topic asked for an object is right here. And the message will be the pencil. So I can test it, right? So let's test the Bob agent. I want an object, and we're going to have the pencil answer because it's an object. I want a fruit, and answer will be, of course, the banana, right? So basically, you can see that it's really easy to change some part of the coding instead of going at the studio, and we can do mass changes. We can copy topics from other agents pretty quickly and paste it here. Not just that, I'm talking a lot about topics because it's the most useful thing here, but you can change the knowledge, right? For example, the knowledge here have on site mapped as knowledge configuration, but we can insert new ones here or even change the site in a simple way. Let's say that you have like 5 knowledge here. You can easily search and replace all of them and publish it again. So it's one way of doing something cool with the knowledge. Also, you have the actions that can be changed here. I have the SharePoint get items, so it's really useful also to change about the actions where it's a lot of parameters. Like you need to select the display name, you need to select the input parameters when it's dynamically, and etc. So it's really useful to change here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please leave down below your feedback about this new extension and if you already use it or will use it in the future. Comment the word banana add your feedback so I will know that you watched the video completed. Share this video so we can grow up the channel, hit the thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching. Check the links at the description. We have an affiliate course where you can learn more about Power Platform. Is the first link. Click and have a huge discount. Thank you so much for watching. We see you in another video, in another class, and please consider to subscribe.